Hi, this is Ogres, and this video review is on WWF SmackDown from from January 10th, 2002. Today's recording date is January 13th, 2022. It is now 3:27 p.m. The 20th anniversary of this show just passed, how many days ago? 2 days ago, so there you go. I meant to record this 2 days ago, but I'm recording it today. This WWF SmackDown was live the same place that the WWF Raw was live from, and that was from MSG in New York City, New York. The announcers were Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. So yeah, I watched this again 4 days ago, so I've watched this probably 3 or 4 times now, this episode of SmackDown. But yeah, the opening segment, which was a promo backstage, was Stephanie, excuse me, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, she was still being called that, confronts Deborah backstage. Then there's a promo in the ring. Stephanie addresses the return of Triple H. Then there's a promo backstage. Christian and Lance Storm prepare for action. Match number 1 was Christian and Storm versus Taz and Spike for the WWF Tag Team titles. Taz and Spike won by submission when Christian tapped out to the Taz mission. Match number 2 was Edge versus the Boss Man for the WWF Intercontinental title. One sec. See that. Edge won by pinfall and is still the WWF Intercontinental Champion. After the match, Regal shows up on the Titantron and challenges Edge to an IC title match at the 2002 Royal Rumble. Then there's an interview backstage. Lillian Garcia interviews Kurt Angle. Match number 3 was Y2J and Test versus RVD and The Rock. RVD and The Rock won by submission. I think The Rock managed to tap. The Rock made Y2J tap out to the sharpshooter, I believe. Let me just see if that's correct or not. Oh yeah, after the tag team title match, special Royal Rumble announcement. It was announced that Val Venus will appear at the Royal Rumble, and then after the Edge versus, after the post match of Regal showing up the Titantron, Goldust will appear at the Royal Rumble, the 2002 Royal Rumble. Let's see, where was I? I said that, yes. Backstage, before the tag team match between Y2J and Test and RVD and The Rock, it was Booker T and Rikishi. Booker T was in a backstage bathroom brushing his teeth. Then he heard some suspect sounds coming out of one of the stalls. Booker complained about the sounds and the smell and talked up some smack to whoever was in the stall. It turned out to be Rikishi, and he was just doing his pre-match ritual. Booker sprays some air freshener onto the fat man, it says it right here in the review, and asked who he was facing tonight. Rikishi said he would be facing Booker, taking on Booker. As Rikishi left, Booker simply looked at himself in the mirror and he said, Tell me he didn't just say that. Okay, so The Rock, now the champion, with a spinebuster locked on sharpshooter. Okay, so Y2J, yeah, he did tap, okay. There you go. And then there was a tape segment. Mr. McMahon discusses facing Ric Flair. It was a sit-down with Jim Ross and Vince McMahon. He was very crazed, Vince McMahon was. And then after that, a special Royal Rumble announcement. Mr. Perfect will appear at the Royal Rumble. And then we have that match, Booker T versus Rikishi. Let me see. I think this went to a no contest because there was no pinfall or submission. Rikishi did the stink face to Booker T in the corner, and Booker T was so grossed out that he walked over to the announce table and puked all over Michael Cole. A disgusted Cole walked back to the locker room to clean up as Rikishi danced in the ring. So JR replaced Michael Cole at the announce table as Cole cleaned up in the back. Then there's an interview backstage. The Rock addresses Chris Jericho. He was with Jonathan Coachman. Let's see. Then there's another special Royal Rumble announcement. It was announced that the Godfather, not the Good Father, would appear at the 2002 Royal Rumble. Oh, okay, now I can go back to this. And then match number 5 was Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, did that go to a no contest? Yes, it did go to a non-contest. After Austin got the stunner on Kurt Angle, one sec. Suddenly, Kane's music came on, and the Big Red Machine ran down a chokeslam Austin and Angle. Then Big Show's music hit, and the 500-pounder walked to the ring and slugged it out with Kane. The two men tried to chokeslam each other, with Big Show ultimately coming out on top, chokeslamming the Big Red Machine down. Triple H's music then hit to a rousing ovation. Yeah, this is when Triple H came back to SmackDown. The game headed to the ring where Big Show set him up for a chokeslam, but Triple H hit a low blow and gave the 500-pounder pedigree. As Triple H celebrated, The Undertaker walked out to the stage and stared him down. The two men locked eyes as SmackDown went off the air. So that was that episode of WWF SmackDown. I thought it wasn't quite up to where the Raw episode was, but it was still very close. It was a B+. And then as an overall score, it was still very good, 9 out of 10. So let me just get to the matches. The opening match was good. IC title match, also good. The tag team match was great. Match number 4 was good, except for the finish. And then the main event was, I'd say, excellent. So yeah, there you go. My favourite matches on this show was the IC title match, and then the post match, the tag team match involving Y2J, Test, RVD, and The Rock. The next thing after that wasn't my favourite, but the main event was good. It set up the Royal Rumble very well. So yeah, that's my review of WWF SmackDown from January 10th, 2002, which was the MSG continuation of the MSG show from Raw. Yeah, so that's it for this video review. Let me know what you thought about the video review in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. The next video review will be on... Let me just check actually. Is NXT 2.0 up yet? Let me just check that one. Because, yeah, I'm going to record the review of the January 14th, 2002 Raw. But I need to write down the details first. So, yeah, I'll be recording that video later today. Okay, so there is NXT 2.0. Yeah, that'll be my next review. The NXT 2.0 episode from January 11th, 2022. Which is now on the WWE Network. I'll be watching it today. And then after that review is done, I'm going to record the January 14th, 2002 Raw review. Which is the go-home Raw for the 2002 Royal Rumble. Alright, this has been Ogres. Peace out.